again and welcome to another exciting episode of Beyond Borders on Citi TV. My name is Caleb Kuda. Today we've come to Radisson Blu in the UK around Heathrow. There is an association called the Ghanaian Doctors and Dentists Association. They're having a conference here. What can Ghana learn from healthcare delivery in the UK? So sit back, stay tuned and enjoy this eye-opening episode of Beyond Borders with me, Caleb Kuda.
In a world where miles separate heart and dreams are woven across continents, comes a beacon of hope. Introducing PayAngel, Africa's payment expert and your bridge to family back home. We are not just about sending money, we are about connecting souls and family. We ensure your hard-earned money reaches your loved ones back home with zero transfer fees. We are not just a remittance company, we are a promise of happiness. Because when you smile, we smile, and together we light up the world. Join the PayAngel family as we celebrate the bonds that keep Africans in the diaspora smiling. PayAngel, Africa's payment expert.
There is no promise we cannot keep. There is no commitment we cannot honor. There is no delivery we cannot guarantee. There is only one Bethel Logistics Company Limited, a licensed international freight forwarding and clearing agent, a trusted global brand with an extensive network for the movement of air freight and ocean freight worldwide. We are the trusted name for road freight into Western and Northern Africa. We are fully accredited by Ghana Customs and Excise. We cater for all your freight forwarding, customs clearing and forwarding, cross trades, inland transportation, internal cargo tracking systems, customer freight costing and consultancy, cold chain logistics management, logistics and warehousing, quality inspection, and much more. In Accra, Tema, and Takrady, we are always available to ensure easy movement of cargo countrywide. Call us on 0204 528 900 or 0244 707 859. Email info@bethellogistics.com. Locate us in Accra at North Ridge, adjacent Accra Girls High School, or in Tema at Community 4, or in Takrady on the second floor of the GCB building. Website bethellogistics.com. Bethlog, experts in shipping logistics.
It's networking time. It's time for chocolate break and networking, and all these doctors and dentists from Ghanaian origin. In fact, Ghanaian doctors and dentists are, networking, collaborating, making friends, thinking about how they can stay close and build a very strong network of medical professionals here in the UK, and then also continue their support back home. This is exciting. It's very refreshing to see that Ghanaians who leave the shores still carry Ghana with them, and they're always thinking and reflecting and doing what they can do to support Ghana. Hello, it's good to see you.
Good to see you.
So my name is Caleb Kuda, and this is Beyond Borders on Citi TV.
Nice to meet you, Caleb.
So please tell me your name and what you do, your specialization and everything.
My name is Dr. Na Ajeli Bano Ahiaku, and I'm a general practitioner. I work in North Wales.
Right. Which part of Ghana are you from? Na Ajeli gives me a sense you are Ghana.
I'm from Accra, from Jamestown.
Oh, so is that British Accra?
Jamestown, British Accra.
Fantastic. You want to say hello to some fam back home?
Hello, everybody. We're doing our best to help our country to move forward in leaps and bounds.
Excellent. How long have you been here, and how's the experience like generally?
I've been working in the NHS for about 21 years, and it's been a very positive experience. I came here soon after my house jobs, did my PLAB, and obviously worked and did exams to get me to this end point. Now, I'm very proud to say, even though I work in community in general practice, I'm a teacher of medical students in community. At the moment, we have a contract with 4 universities who send their students to us in primary care to teach. And we've had such good results from our practice. We now have a queue of students waiting to come and work with us. So even though we're in community, we're able to provide material for the students to learn. We're able to guide them, and at the end of the day, they go and do their final results, and it's been really an amazing journey.
Fantastic. How does one get to benefit from this journey if they are back home in Ghana thinking of taking a journey that you have taken so far? What would you share with such persons?
Well, the material for learning is all around us. It's not just in hospitals. And there was a project that was done here about 15 years ago, and they actually found there were more opportunities for learning in general practice than there were in hospital. So during the COVID break, when the students were asked to leave hospitals, we in community continued to engage with the students and continued teaching. So there are lots of people who work in health who students can always learn from. They don't learn just from doctors, they learn how to interact with the district nurse, with the public health nurses. There are lots of fantastic people working in Ghana and doing an amazing job, but I think we need to relook at the model for training, because there are opportunities to use people in the community to try and get our health messages through.
Thank you so much for talking.
Thank you.
Great to meet you. My name is Caleb, and this is Beyond Borders. Tell us about you, your name, what you do here in the UK.
Okay, so my name is Dr. Pamela Aban Ohinijan. I am a dental surgeon, and I am an educationist and an author. And so I have lived in UK for a very long time. I actually own my dental clinic.
Right here in the UK?
Right in here in the UK, in southeast of London. And I've owned that for about 30 years now. It's going strong, but we also always have our eye back home. So that's what we do here.
That's exciting. How would you describe the medical field here in the UK as someone who owns a dental facility? How's it been?
Well, it's been good. Nothing is without challenges, of course, but it's good because there are structures. There are strong structures that work. So if things are not going well, you know where to go, and you know that people will listen and people will correct things, and that makes it really quite good. We've been doing this for about 30 years now, and it's something I would say that I wouldn't change very much about. And so I'm quite content with what is happening. Yeah.
Are there plans to have similar of such back in Ghana? Have you started any? What has the experience been like?
Giving back to Ghana, I already have been doing that. Plans of starting a dental practice in Ghana, yes, there is plans of that, always. But what I do, actually, I own a school in Ghana. I dare say it's one of the top schools in Ghana. It's called East Airport International School off the Spintex Road at East Airport. Yeah, so it's been going since 2002. We've been doing this work. We run the Cambridge curriculum. We've been going from strength to strength. Our student population is going up and up. We just make sure we put the quality into it. Our results speak for themselves, and because of that, I go to Ghana quite often. It takes me to Ghana quite often, and it's very rewarding. Aside from that, on the medical front, I do lecture in the university, so University of Ghana Dental School in Kolebu. I lecture there. I lecture the undergraduates, the postgraduates. I do clinics and generally support with administrative works as well.
Impressive stuff. Thank you so much for talking to us. We really appreciate it. That's a very beautiful story you have there. Congratulations to you and keep up what you're doing. You want to say hello to any of your family people back at home?
Thank you very much. Yes, I'd like to say hello to my husband, Mr. Kwabna Ohenijan, to my son, Kweku Ohenijan, to my mother-in-law, Auntie Regina, and to all the wonderful staff of East Airport International School, teaching and non-teaching staff who are working tirelessly to make everything come together. Thank you.
Thank you too.
In a world where miles separate hearts and dreams are woven across continents, comes a beacon of hope. Introducing PayAngel, Africa's payment expert, and your bridge to family back home. We are not just about sending money, we are about connecting souls and family. We ensure your hard-earned money reaches your loved ones back home with zero transfer fees. We are not just a remittance company, we are a promise of happiness. Because when you smile, we smile, and together we light up the world. Join the PayAngel family as we celebrate the bonds that keep Africans in the diaspora smiling. PayAngel, Africa's payment expert.
There is no promise we cannot keep. There is no commitment we cannot honor. There is no delivery we cannot guarantee. There is only one Bethel Logistics Company Limited, a licensed international freight forwarding and clearing agent, a trusted global brand with an extensive network for the movement of air freight and ocean freight worldwide. We are the trusted name for road freight into Western and Northern Africa. We are fully accredited by Ghana Customs and Excise. We cater for all your freight forwarding, customs clearing and forwarding, cross trades, inland transportation, internal cargo tracking systems, customer freight costing and consultancy, cold chain logistics management, logistics and warehousing, quality inspection, and much more. In Accra, Tema, and Takrady, we are always available to ensure easy movement of cargo countrywide. Call us on 0204 528 900 or 0244 707 859. Email info@bethellogistics.com. Locate us in Accra at North Ridge, adjacent Accra Girls High School, or in Tema at Community 4, or in Takrady on the second floor of the GCB building. Website bethellogistics.com. Bethlog, experts in shipping logistics.
Have with me a group of amazing doctors and dentists who are based here in the UK, and we're coming to have a conversation about life here as professional healthcare workers, and we'll have a bit of a contrast with back home in Ghana and the amazing contributions they've been making towards healthcare back in Ghana. So nice to meet you all. My name is Caleb. Welcome to Beyond the Borders. Borders.
Right, I'm James Sanan.
Right.
I'm a consultant oral surgeon here in the UK.
Amazing. What about you?
Hello, my name is Conrad Buckle. I'm a consultant emergency medicine physician here in the UK.
My name is Dr. Anthony Annan. I'm a general practitioner and consultant in sports and exercise medicine, UK.
Sports and exercise medicine.
My name is Sam Deborah, president of the Ghana College of Physicians and Surgeons.
Fantastic. So let's have a conversation about healthcare generally in Ghana. Before we came, there was a huge conversation, Doc. I'm sure you bear me out on dialysis treatment, the cost of it, and then also the bigger one remains the outflow of Ghanaian healthcare professionals, particularly to the UK and other parts of the world. From where you sit, first of all, what is your general opinion when anytime we have this conversation about doctors leaving Ghana for greener pastures?
Well, I think the key word is greener pastures. And I think so long as our country, we are not able to facilitate young professionals to stay, it doesn't have to be medicine or dentistry, but in any other profession, people will seek their job satisfaction, they will seek the adequate remuneration for their services, because I mean, people will have spent lifetime to train to achieve whatever degrees they have. And every reasonable person will value their skills, their knowledge, and will want to be adequately rewarded for whatever they can output into the society. So I think the onus sometimes also on the government and all the bodies to create the environment for some of us doctors to actually stay and work. And I think so long as we create that environment.
What's a great environment for you personally?
I mean, great environment for me will be, I mean, having the necessary facilities. I mean, sometimes all you need is basic facilities. But for example, if you go to an outpost to do some work and there's no basic facilities, it becomes very difficult to deliver even the basics of healthcare to the people. And that can be very frustrating as a professional because you're really unable to even offer your basic skills.
Look, how long have you been in the UK?
Oh, I've been in the UK for over 30 years.
Wow. Look, when are you coming back?
Well,
are you coming back anytime soon? Are you relocating soon?
I come back almost every year because I'm involved in a lot of charitable ventures in Ghana, which I'm very keen about. So yeah, I mean, not necessarily in medicine or dentistry, but I just care about everything Ghana, really.
Okay. Doc, what about you? How long have you been practicing here?
I've also been here about 30 years, yes.
Oh, wow. What was that push factor for you? So it means that the movement, the exodus of healthcare professionals didn't start today.
Oh, of course, no. This has been, I think, as long as, you know, there have been differences and desires of human beings, people have gone for, you know, whether it's medicine or any other profession, really.
But would you say it's more intense now?
I can assume that it may be a little bit more so because the socioeconomic circumstances at the moment are global, and obviously sub-Saharan Africa is probably affected a bit more than other parts of the world. So yes, it may be more intense now.
Is the grass really green out here for healthcare professionals? Greener than it is back home?
There is a different type of green
You
in
told
this
me
environment. So the green may be a different shade, but there are challenges wherever you go in this world and whichever environment you work in. It's a question of adapting, and everything is relative to your personal circumstances. So some people have challenges related to their family, you know, children, you know, and then there's job satisfaction. There are some super specialized specialties where it is just not possible to practice in Ghana or other environments because the equipment, what you need to do the work is simply not there. So there are very many factors that to consider.
We gained independence in 1957. And some of the things people are looking for are really quite basic.
Yeah. From the professional's point of view, you know what my colleague Dr. Anand just said recently. The basics for a healthcare professional are the equipment they need, the physical facilities, etc., and the opportunity to do what they are supposed to do. And when you bring in, you know, politics and other constraints, it becomes, because ultimately our relationship is with the patient. That is the first and foremost what our relationship is. And all external factors tend to minimize the job satisfaction. And of course, if added to that, the remuneration you're getting is not enough to sustain yourself and your family. Everybody's priority is their family, especially your children, their schooling, etc. So at a basic level, if governments can look at providing that minimum guarantee, I think you'd find that a lot more people would be happy to stay and contribute.
But what's exciting is that even for those of you who are away, you're still thinking about Ghana and doing all you can to help improve the standards. What's been happening? What's your story, your contribution?
Yeah, my contribution actually started in Ghana from Kolebu, because all I wanted to do was to do sports medicine. But you look around in Ghana, there was none. So that was what triggered my pathway here to pursue sports medicine. It wasn't easy, I should say that, but we went through the rotations, the exam, and did everything we can. So as soon as I qualified, my thinking was Ghana. So I had help. Some of the colleagues of mine who helped me, actually side by side with me. We have Prof here, we have Dr. Conrad Buckle here. They actually helped me to go through the pathway, and now we have a faculty of family medicine with sports and exercise medicine. So we've got 6 who are going to be trained going through the training actually, as you say, and then, but we have one who has qualified. Now, the way we did it was, again, very, very difficult. I had to travel to the US to get them to understand that we want this specialty. So we got them in, and I talked to Prof here who encouraged me to do that. So they came into Ghana, we did the workshop and designed the curriculum with Conrad as well here. So that helped, and it's never been easy, but this is the thing. All of us who are here always think about Ghana. Believe it or not, we always think about Ghana. And the outcome is what you see here.
That's heartwarming to learn. Now, Prof, we've had colleagues and instances where young people go out to study in foreign countries and then they return and they say their assimilation or integration into Ghana's as doctors becomes a challenge. I mean, I think you are well placed to respond to some of these challenges. For those who go out to train, why does it become so difficult for them to get assimilated into our system?
Difficult in assimilation, I probably will contest that view because I'm a classic example of exactly what you are saying. I mean, I trained in Ghana, then came over to the UK, stayed and worked in the UK for 27 years. And I've been back in Ghana for 13 years now. And I have gone through the system, and now I'm the president of the Ghana College of Physicians and Surgeons. So, yes, moving from one jurisdiction to the other, there is bound to be difficulties. But these are surmountable difficulties. So, of course, in one environment, you may have everything that you require for your work. In the other, you may not have that luxury. I'll put it in brackets, luxury. So then it becomes a bit frustrating. And that is really the gist of the problem.
Prof, are there countries, for example, that we have issues with, so that if a young person goes to study medicine there, then coming back, we generally have an issue with? Because there are some people who tell us that they've had issues while some of their colleagues from other countries have done so well, just integrating and all of that. Is there anything like that people need to know?
Yes, we are putting it a little bit on... Let's put it a bit on the milder side. Okay. It used to be very many years ago that people in general terms from the Eastern European countries had difficulty in integrating into our system, but it's no longer the same. Now, in fact, it's going to be the norm that everybody who trained outside would have to go through some sort of experience and training in Ghana before he takes up the post. So everything is converging to a particular, regardless of where you trained, we will have to have the same standard. And the only way to test the standard is to have a common exam where everybody who trained outside will come and get the standard certification from Ghana.
Prof, that's refreshing to know. Thank you all so much. I really appreciate your time with me. Thank you so much for talking to us. Good one there. So this is Beyond Borders. Oh, do you want to say hello to anyone back home? Let's do that.
Well, I suppose I've got lots of colleagues back home, yes. Family, friends. Right. So hello to them all.
Great.
Yep. Just to say hello to those I was involved with training recently, folks in Manshia Hospital, Ankase, UGMC, and 37.
Fantastic.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Yes. What will it benefit the Ghanaian young person aspiring to be a medical doctor or take up the medical practice?
Okay, before I say that, we should look at the benefits of the MOU itself.
Right.
So the benefits of the MOU to our association is that it's going to facilitate credentialing and registering of doctors and dentists from here who want to go down to Ghana to do health provision as well as training of postgraduate, undergraduate doctors.
So if I got you right, if you're a doctor or a dentist here and you want to go do some training back home in any of
give health provision,
you need to have some credentials.
Yes, somebody needs to verify that you are who you are. Right. you are suitably qualified, and then the MDC will then either grant you a temporary registration, which is at a cost, and also the process to do it is quite laborious. And usually, if you're going down, you have a short time. Assuming you're going down for 2 weeks and you're going to spend 1 week going up and down, then the amount of time you have left to do, charitable work in hospitals or community clinics, it's gone. Of course, from the side of the Ghanaians, there will be health provision, charitable. They don't have to pay.
That's a very exciting way to contribute meaningfully back to your homeland. Proud of you. Great job.
Nice to meet you.
Congratulations on all that
Yes.
you're doing.
Yes.
Keep it up, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very
Fantastic.
much.
So this is Beyond Borders on Citi TV. My name is Caleb Kuda. We are interacting with doctors and dentists here, Ghanaian doctors and dentists here in the UK. It's networking time. It's time for chocolate break and networking. And with me is
Zara Taylor, Dr. Zara Taylor.
okay. And you've practiced all your life here in the UK.
I have, yeah, trained.
For how long have you been practicing?
4 years I've been working as a doctor now.
4 years. Okay. What about you? Please tell me your name and where you practice.
Efwa, and I practice in Wandsworth.
For how long have you been practicing?
5 years.
Is it 5? You mentioned. How long have you been in the UK? That's what.
Oh, I was born here.
You were born here. Ever been back to Ghana before?
Yes, I used to go every other year. I last went 2 years ago.
That's fair. What about you, sir?
No, I was born. I'm very Ghanaian. Been a doctor for how many years? 9 years now. 9 years, yeah.
I'm sure you have colleagues back home you interact with all the time. What kind of conversations do you have? What are their reflections on medical practice back in Ghana? And when you reconcile it with what's here, what do you see? I'm going to ask you all the same questions. So.
I practiced in Ghana for a while before moving here. I really don't think much has changed. The age-old problems of access to healthcare, you're having to travel long distances for certain specialty care, if even it's available. There are many things that are still not available, facility-wise. Skill set, I think we're not there yet, but we do have a good pool of specialties and people who are able to do all sorts of things. But they don't really have the equipment, the facilities to be able to do that. And private care is expensive as well. The public health care is not really the best. So many people have to juggle between, decide whether to go for private health care or for public health care. That is if they can afford. I think even the public...
Let me ask you a very direct question. Given the chance, will you come back to Ghana to practice?
I come back to do other things. Maybe not practice medicine, but other things. Other things.
Okay. Given the chance, would you relocate to Ghana to practice?
It's difficult because I work in general practice and there isn't so much of a primary care infrastructure there. So it's difficult to do a direct transition to working in Ghana, but perhaps if there are other areas, I might consider it.
But what do you enjoy? What's about working here in the UK in your field that you enjoy the most?
I like the variety of cases and patients that I see.
Would you at any point relocate to do practice in Ghana?
To be honest, I would. I think the overall aim has always been to try and hone my skills as much as I can here, and then maybe one day try to go to Ghana again. That'd be nice.
Guys, thank you so much for talking to me. So these are some young Ghanaian doctors here in the UK we've been interacting with. This has been another interesting episode of Beyond Borders with me, Caleb Kuda, on Citi TV. Thank you for watching.